Hello and welcome to the course, JavaScript Fundamentals. This is a course for beginners, either people who are new to programming or people who are new to JavaScript. This course will focus on JavaScript as a language, and not on some of the particular environments that JavaScript operates in, such as the browser, Node, or Electron. Unlike most languages, there is no standard JavaScript interpreter. This can either be viewed as a weakness or as a major strength. JavaScript is a very simple, dynamic language that I first encountered back in 1999. To see what that was like, I encourage you to look at the Space Jam website. The reason JavaScript is so prevalent is because there is no default interpreter. This caused a lot of headaches initially, with multiple browsers behaving differently. But as specifications were developed and codified, many of those headaches have disappeared. This meant that JavaScript stayed small because each browser vendor had to agree on what to add to the language. Because of this, it is easy to write a JavaScript interpreter for different environments. I encourage you to look at how large the Java or C# APIs are. Anyone wishing to use those languages must port over a large amount of extra baggage. Additionally, JavaScript has always been open source. You can remember the legal battles between Oracle and Google over whether the Java API meant that Google owed money to Oracle, and Microsoft also had litigation issues arising from the same thing. Because the Java API stayed small, developers can leverage the core language and build their own host environment to take care of the other problems. By learning JavaScript, you can write server code with Node, you can write web code with the DOM, you can write games with JavaScript inside of Unity 3D, you can write extensions for Adobe products using JavaScript, you can write mobile apps, and you can run Arduino boards using JavaScript. Now, just because you can use JavaScript for everything doesn't mean you should use JavaScript for everything, but JavaScript is easily one of the most widely used and versatile languages available to programmers. This course will introduce you to the JavaScript language at the ECMAScript standard. In future courses, we will look at how JavaScript is used on the web, server, and in other environments to produce rich web applications. We will also look at the new standards and how to leverage that to write more succinct code. In addition to teaching JavaScript, this course will have a heavy focus on two tasks: teaching you how to debug code and teach you how to write tests for code. Debugging is the process of finding out why code isn't doing what you expect, and tests are a way to make sure that your code is doing what you expect it to do. These are two critical skills for any programmer. I've been writing JavaScript for 16 years, and I hope this course will help you start writing your own JavaScript applications.